Hello guys, welcome back. This is CodeLytical from Ghana, and in our previous video we're able to finish our screen activity, that is the splash screen activity or the welcome activity. So this is what we did in our previous video. We're able to finish our welcome screen. Okay, so in today's video we are just going to go straight into the dashboard screen, trying to create our code activity, get our codes using the adapter, the recycler, to load our codes. Okay, so this is what we are going to be doing in this video, but let's go through our previous video. So this is the screen activity, the Java codes. This is our XML. Okay, so this is what we did. Okay, so now let's create our item for codes. Okay, so item codes, a layout activity for that. So you right click on the layout, okay, so you go to new, then layout. Okay, so we just use item underscore code like this, then you click OK. Okay, so let's split it. So this is our XML code. Okay, so let's start working or playing around it. Okay, so we'll be trying to create the individual item here. Okay, this is what we are going to do. We are going to create the individual item here, the circle here, then the icon inside, the text view, another text here. This is what we are going to do. Okay, so inside our constraint layout, let's add some card view here. Okay, so we say card view, why is it not loading? Okay, so card view is here. Okay, so we set match parent, then wrap content. Okay, then we give a margin, so margin say 10, let's make it 8 dp. Then we say card corner radius, let's make it 10 dp. Then we say card elevation, let's make it 10 dp. Then now we say card background color, let's make it white. Then we set the focusable, set it to true, clickable, set it to true. Okay, so now let's give some constraints. So we say constraint bottom to bottom off, let's make it parent. Okay, then constraint and let's make it parent. Constraint start make a parent. All right, then last one, constraint top to top, let's make it parent. So that's all. So we've created our card view like this. Now inside the card view, we are going to add some linear layout. So we say linear layout, then we make it match parent like this. Okay, so now we set the orientation to vertical like this. Now let's give it some ID. We say ID is equal to, make it code house, code underscore house. Okay, so now we are done with our linear layout. Now inside the linear layout, we are going to create some relative layouts. So we say relative layout, then we give it a width of 85 dp, then also a height of 85 dp. Okay, so after that we set the gravity, layout gravity, we make it center, then say margin top, say margin top should be 5 dp, then we set our background, we use over the drawable over this one. Okay, so now let's close it like this. Then we now place some image inside our, what do you call it, our relative layout. So you say image view. Okay, now we give a height of 45 dp, a width of 45, height of 45 dp. Then we set the layout to center as well. Sorry, layout gravity, layout underscore gravity. Hey, sorry. Okay, let's set center parent rather, sorry, center in parent, set it to true. Then we say the src, we pick icon work, let's use IC work like this. Then we give ID to the image. So that is it for okay, good. So that is it for the image for this one. So let's close this, go down. So we are going to add some test views. You are going to do the work here, a test view to get this work. Okay, so you say test view, then match parent, wrap content. Let's give our ID, say code underscore cat. All right, so now we give a margin top 8 dp, then we set a margin bottom, you say 5 dp. All right, so now font family, use a bar loop like this. Then we say gravity, the gravity to center. Then after that we give our text, text. Okay, so any text there, so write anything. I'm just picking motivation. Text size, use 18 sp. Then after that we use all caps, so all caps, set it to true. All right, so now text color, use black, use black, the one we created. So something like this. Okay, now we want to remove any font padding that this font is coming with. So we say include font, then we set it to false, then that's it. Okay, so we are done with this one, done with this, the work. So now let's do this one. We're going to work on this one. All right, so after this, the code category, create our another text view like this. We set the width to 100 dp, then we set the height to wrap content like this, then margin top, say give it a margin top of 10 dp, then margin start, say 20, margin end, say 20. So after that, give a font family, use the value as well. Then after the now we set text alignment. Okay, let's give our text first. Text, say view like this. Then after that, we now give our, okay, so let's use text alignment here. See something, text alignment center, then gravity, layout gravity, say center. Okay, so now we've gotten our layout gravity as well. Now text size, we say 18 sp as well. Okay, so now that we are done with this one, let's give some background. Then we pick let's use my button. Okay, yeah, let's use this one. Okay, so you get something like this. Now let's set the text color, use white, text color white like this. All right, so since you are done, okay, let's give a margin button like this. Let's say 5 dp. So okay, make some id view. Okay, so that is it for this one. We are done for this one. Okay, so it seems our we are done with our activity though, but it's centered. Okay, so let's change it. Let's change something here. Let's remove this constraint button here. Let's remove this one. Okay, so that we get something like this. So basically we are done with our item codes like this. Now let's go to the main activity here, so with the main, inside the main activity, we are going to get our recycler view that will be able to load our item codes here, and also we will give our this thing here. We are going to create this thing as well. Okay, so this will be used to display our greeting code, that if it is in the morning, it will greet us with a morning code. If it's in the afternoon, it will greet us with afternoon code. So this is what we are going to do. And here too, we use a card view to get this thing. Okay, so basically that's what we are going to do in the main activity. So let's start. All right, so in the main activity, we are going to change the constraint layout here. We are going to change it and use a linear layout. So say linear layout like this. Okay, so now we give a background color here. Background color, we use the home background. Let's remove this text view. Okay, so inside we are going to use, as usual, our card view. Then we set width of the match parent. Then the height, we are going to use the what do you call it, the toolbar size. All right, So array slash action bar size, something like this, action bar size. Then set the card corner radius, set it to 8 dp. Then card elevation, set the card elevation to 12 dp, like this. Okay, so inside our card view, we are going to place some relative layout. Then width of 60 dp, and the height of also dp. So align parent start. Oh, bad. Okay, so 100 column layout, and let's go align. Okay, so this is not needed. Let's ignore this one. Okay, so now let's set the gravity center. Then id, let's use back one, like this. All right, so inside the relative layout, we are going to place another relative layout here. Then this will be 35 dp. Then after that, we set the gravity again. Say gravity to the center. Alright, so now that we're done with the gravity, give an ID. We say this will be barcode, like this. So inside this relative layout, we place an image view inside. Say image view. Then the image view, say match parent, like this. All right, say src, we use the ic underscore switch. Okay, so use this one. So yeah, that's it for the image. So you get this thing, something like this. All right, so now that we are done with that one, we are going to create this test view here. Okay, so collapse this. Then all right, we collapse this as well. Okay, so now inside the card view, place another relative layout there. This time we use fill parent. Okay, let's use match parent. So match parent here. All right, then say gravity center horizontal. All right, so inside the layout, give our test view, place our test view. So wrap content like this. All right, font family, we say use the value as well. Set the gravity, set it to center. Set the gravity to center, not center horizontal. Okay, now let's test. Okay, so for now, let's use the app name, string app name. So like this. All right, so say center horizontal, set it to true. All right, then now test alignment center as well. Okay, so after we are done with this one, let's give some test size, 22 sp. Then test star bold. All right, so test color, let's use white like this. Okay, So now we are to get the background, the card background color. Set that one. Let's get that one going. Okay, so let's give ID to this test view. So say ID. Okay, so let's use code caption like this, and let's close this one. Now let's set this to vertical. Let's make it vertical like this. Okay, so now let's collapse this one too. I'm going to copy these two. I'm going to cut it, sorry. So we cut it. Then now we place a relative layout inside the card view. Okay, so we set this one to match parent, and here will be 60 dp like this. Then set the alignment. Okay, so let's give a background to this one. Background. Then we use round box here from the drawable round box, rounded box like this. All right, so now we have our rounded box. Okay, so inside, then we place this one there like this. You get something like this. All right, so I think that is it basically for this one. So we've gotten our top one. Okay, so since we are done with this one, now let's move to the next one, that is getting this this thing looking like a comment box. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. So let's collapse this thing and come down. So place our test view here, then we use a match parent. Good. Then here will be wrap content. Then now use a background. The background, we are going to use a speech bubble like this, speech bubble. All right, so now after getting our speech bubble, come down, set our gravity, start, then line extra spacing. We are going to use 3 dp, then margin and padding. All right, so let's use padding. You get some padding, say 20 dp like this. Then now margin bottom, margin, how bad, margin should be 5 dp like this. Then text color, set our text color to white. All right, so now text is selectable. Yeah, we set that one to true. Text size, you say 16 sp. Text star, you say bold. Then text, let's get some greetings from the string. Yeah, greeting like this. All right, so now okay, so we come to our linear layout. We make sure we set our orientation, so orientation to be vertical. All right, so that is it. So id will be daily underscore greetings, so something like this. All right, so that is it for this comment, this test going to display our daily greetings. So you are done with that one. Now the last one will be our recycler view. So recycler view, and here will be match parent. Then this one also, then the height will be match parent, match parent. Then id, set id to code list like this. All right, so we are done with this one. So we are done with our item codes, and also our main activity. So let's see how the item codes will look like when it's being inserted into our recycler view. So let's say let's item, then item code, and let's see. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, so now let's go to our Java, our adapters. Let's create our code adapter. So you say code adapter. Okay, let's create our code model. Code model like this. All right. Okay, so now let's create our model, the code model. So inside you say private string. So we say code name like this. Okay, then we say private int code image. All right, so the code image will be for this icon. All right, so after that we create our constructor here. Let's generate our constructor. So you go to generate, you right click on it and go to generate, create your constructor. You select the two of them, click OK. All right, so let's say public code model, so like this. All right, so now let's do our get this and then set this. So get there and set that like this. All right, you click OK. So we are done with our model. We've created our code model like this. Okay, so now let's go to our adapter and work on our adapters. Okay, so in our adapter, to save more time, you just have to copy. I have some adapter codes here. I'm going to copy then replace it there. So this is my adapter. Let me copy everything here, then paste it. All right, so that's it. All right, so let's import this thing. You put your cursor there, then Alt, then you hit enter to import. Alt enter, Alt enter. Alt enter to import. Alt enter to import. Alt enter to import. Alt enter. All right, so now let's import the intent. All right, so we are done with the adapter. Now let's create the details codes details activity. So let's copy this one, then you go to our activities, you right click on it, you go to new, then we create a new activity. We select the empty activity. Okay, so you paste it here like this, then after I click finish. Okay, so let's import this one. Okay, so in our code adapter we have to also import this thing. All right, what is wrong with our codes? Okay, so the code adapter is S. yeah, code adapter. Yeah, so now our error is gone. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so now we can close this one. Then we go to the main activity. Start with the main activity. So get window dot set flags, window manager dot layout params dot full screen, like this, comma window manager dot layout dot flag full screen, like this. Okay, so now let's set up our recycler view. So recycler view, that is code list, like this. Okay, so relative layout, so we say back code, like this. Now there's view daily greetings, like this. All right, so string array, like this. So test array, comma a, so that will be afternoon test array, then evening test array, like this. All right, so now you say date format equal to simple date format. Put our string there, so you have year 1 2, like this. Then you say date equal to new date, like this. Shared preference underscore shared. All right, then comma test underscore shared, like this. Okay, so we'll be using this shared preference to be taking care of our the daily codes that will be displayed inside this test view here. All right, so that is all we want to achieve. Okay, so now shared preferences dot editor is equal to editor, like this. All right, equal to editor here, like this. So we are done with that one. But before that, let's set up our recycler. Code list equal to find id codes list, like this. So barcode equal to find r.id barcode, then test daily greetings equal to find r.id dot daily code, like this. All right, so done with that one, setting up those ones. All right, so now let's set up the recycler view, something like that. So you say final array array list like this, final array list. Inside we have our quote model. Quote model. Let me say go to quote models is equal to new array list, like this. All right, so we say quote models dot add, then inside say new quote model, like this. Let me close this one first. So the first one will take string. Where's our quote model? Scroll up. So the first one will take the string name, then the second one will take the int. Okay, so we say string. So the first one will be our work, comma, then int r dot drawable dot work, like this. All right, so this is it. The first one is work, song, in that order. So let's duplicate it. 3, 4, 5. So here will be song, then here will be song, here will be fitness, and here will be fitness. Hey, sorry. Oh, fitness. This will be sad, and this will be sad. This will be best. This will be best. Okay, best, thumbs up. Yeah, since yeah, thumbs. So let's duplicate best. This one will be clever. Clever. I use nature. Yeah. Then the next is motivation. Motivation is fire. Cool. Cute. Cute. Let's add more. Funny. Funny. We have life. Life. We have love. We have love. Selfie. Self. Then the last one. Savage. Savage. Okay, so after that we say final quote adapter, that is adapter is equal to new quote adapter. So this, then comma, then we pass in our quote model here. Okay, so quote models, like this. Then we say quote list dot set layout manager, like this. We are going to use grid layout because we want it to be displayed in the form of grid layout form, like this, 1 2 3 4 in that order. So we say grid layout. So this, then in 2, should start count in 2 times. So we say quote list dot set adapter. What adapter? This adapter here, this adapter. All right, so basically that is it for setting up our Recyclerview, populating the code into our Recyclerview. So now let's test this one and see how it's working. Okay, so my emulator is ready, like this. So let me click on the run. Okay, so it's almost done. Okay, So waiting for device to come on board. It's now installing. Okay, so our application is launched. Okay, so this is our application. All right. Oh. All right. Seems that is okay. So this is it basically. This is all that we want to achieve. All right. So that is our application. We are done like that. So in our next video, we are going to work on this, the daily codes form here, how to get the greetings to be displayed daily, and based on either you are in the morning or afternoon or evening. So that is it, and this will be for today. Thank you very much, and thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future videos. Also help share this video for us. Thank you very much for your time. You can ask any question in the comments, and then the code will also be given in the description if you want to download it straight away. Thank you.